Hi everyone, it's Don, and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Well, today I'm going to bring you the second half of my stopover in Lisbon on the MSC Bellissima. We took the Hippo Boat, and if you don't know what those are those buses boat combinations that can drive on land and head into the water as well. And then we're going to head out to Valencia, take a quick tour around the city, a walking tour, and then head out to the Valencia Caves, the St. Joseph Caves. And I had a bit of a problem on this one. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. So the park area that they have us setting here is actually really quite beautiful. Like I said, it's too bad the fountains aren't working, but it's a beautiful park setting, huge area to get out, stretch, walk. The marina is just over there. Several museums in the area. The one behind me, look at how gorgeous that building is. And they have all the sculptured plants and trees, as you can see behind me, off in the distance. It's also the runway to the airport. You don't really hear the planes, but you can see them landing every 60 seconds or so. And it kind of adds to the ambiance. Across the way at the museum, they have some live performers outside for the people going in on the tours. So yeah, very popular area here in Lisbon. And it would be pretty neat to see this place at night. So if you're coming to Lisbon, chances are, if you're going on any sightseeing tour, one of them is going to bring you here, because over there, I count about 20 some buses over there. Now most of them are gone across the street to that monument over there and into the museum behind me. So this whole park area is pretty much left to your own accord. So if you're looking for a place to get out and stretch and just relax and enjoy a little bit of a park setting, this is really a nice spot. So here's my bus today, the Hippo trip. First of its kind in Lisbon. They have a couple of them running around here. And these are the Amphibious boats. What I like about these boats compared to the other tour boats, no windows. When you can't seem to win a fight and you're counting endless nights, I'll be a touchdown. All you need is some support. I'll make sure to hold the fort. I'll be a touchdown. Back to back, I got you and you got me. Dream team, stick together and make history. Golden wonderland, when we're hand in hand, our sisterhood turns bad into good. Golden So first off, before heading out to the caves, the St. Joseph Caves, we go through a walking tour of Valencia. And the bus drops us off in this area and we walk around and take a look. Some beautiful architecture, some beautiful buildings, but it is an awful lot of walking. So if you have, again, mobility issues, you want to take this into account because there's a lot of walking to get where you want to go. These were sort of like a candle festival that's getting ready to go on and a firework festival. They weren't quite set up yet, but in the future they're supposed to. They're all over the city, and they all go off at one time. So that would be pretty interesting to see. I love the lights in this shop. I just wish I could bring some of them back home with me. But I just also wanted to point out that we were not the only tour bus on this walk. There were about 15 buses in the area, and all with tour guides trying to keep up with each other, and it was a lot of walking and a lot of congestion. So when you get up to something like a fountain or a beautiful ornate wooden door, you're almost fighting for it to try and get pictures of it, and it's, as you can see, an awful lot of walking if you're with young children. But the city itself was just beautiful.
No foto, no video. No photo, no video. No photo.
Okay, I do have a little bit of a rant here, so if you'll excuse me for a minute. I just came out of the St. Joseph caves. Caves are beautiful. But again, this is one of those sites that don't tell you on the sign up for the good old shore excursions that when you get here you can't take pictures and you can't take videos. And I said, oh well, maybe that's because of the nature, the environment, and the animal life inside. Nope, there's no animal life inside. There's no moss growing on the sides of the caves. In fact, the whole caves are lit up. And at one point we get into one area of the caves and there's a rock show where basically they play loud concert music and flash storm lights and everything all on the walls of the caves. And we're not allowed to take pictures or we're not allowed to shoot video in the caves. And the only reason that I can see them saying that at all is because they want to sell you the photo that they take of you in the boat on the way into the cave. That's it. Because the minute you're walking out, there's a guy standing there who, the same guy who told you no pictures and no videos, is the same guy pointing you to go to the booth for photos, go to the booth for photos. So yeah, so here is my thing. If you're going to come and you're in Valencia on a shore excursion and you see the shore excursions for the caves and you're thinking, oh, I can take some beautiful videos and some interesting photos, you cannot. So I would skip this tour completely and do one of the city tours or something else, because it's really frustrating when you, especially for someone like myself who does this. I want to show you guys where I'm going and I want to show you guys all the different things, and then you get there and suddenly you can't take video. What? So yeah, I'm pretty annoyed right now. I really am. I hate when they do that. As you may have noticed on the ride back on the Hippo Boat, when we passed the place where we got off and we walked around for about an hour, and I said, oh, wouldn't it be nice if the fountains were going? And then our way by, the fountains were going, and they looked magnificent, and I was not there. Apparently they only go off certain times of the day, and we timed it perfectly not to be there. So just my luck on that one. And then we get to Valencia, and this isn't shedding a bad light on MSC per se, but all cruise lines. I've noticed, and I complain all the time when I go to some of these places, if I see like a dolphin swim, and I go to the dolphin swim, and they say no photographs, no cameras, no GoPros, no nothing, I go back and I double check the write-ups on those shore excursions, and they better say no cameras, no videos, and no film photography, because that's what I'm going there for. I'm not going there for their photos. And the Valencia Caves is just, I hate to say, I know they need to make money, but there were buses after buses after buses of people going into there. And the staff working there is very minimal. There's hardly anything. There's a restaurant, a shop, and then you have the photo booth, and you have people going in and out on the boat, and so steering the boat. So it's not a huge overhead that they have there, but it really annoyed me for the not being able to video, not being able to take photographs, especially when the whole caves are lit up. There are caves when you head out into Alaska or other places that there's life in there, and they're light sensitive. So yes, perfectly understandable in that situation, but these caves were barren, there's nothing there, and they're all lit up, and they blare music in there as well. So my little cell phone camera that I wanted to video on isn't going to hurt anything in that cave, but they wanted their $20 photograph when I walked out. Now here's a suggestion to those caves, all right? If you want us to buy those photographs, don't have a guy standing up on the dock looking down at the boat when we're first taking off and clicking a picture of me and 15 strangers in a boat looking up at you like this, with no cave around, no nothing, just some dimly lit water around the bottom of my cave. That's not an exciting photograph. Why would I buy that for $20? You're crazy. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Now, however, have you had the cameras on the people who are driving the boats and steering the boats into the cave, and we get into an area of the cave that's big and huge and cavernous or in an interesting area, and they take the picture, maybe then we might buy that. But then you might have to spend a little bit of money and get a camera for each. You know, your digital cameras, you don't need $1,000 cameras. A couple $100 cameras or a $100 camera would suit fine in that area. Something that'll shoot in low light. And yeah, like out of all of our excursion that was there, 48 people, not one person bought those photographs. What a surprise. And now I'm going home and I'm telling photographers and people who like to record their vacations, who want good memories, and don't do this shore excursion because you're not allowed to take photographs. For what? Because you're not really making any money on that photo booth. I bet you barely break even from those kind of pictures that you're taking there. And here I go on a rant again. But it just annoys me when things are money grabs. You know what I mean? I understand tourism, I understand having to make money, but make it worth my while to spend my money. Don't give me the most boring shot possible and also hinder my enjoyment of your caves, because once they told me I'm not allowed to video or not allowed to take pictures in there, and just not me, everybody else in there was sitting in their lap holding a camera, not being able to do anything, and the person on the boat said 7 or 8 times during a short 15-minute ride on the boat, no pictures, no pictures, the whole time. We were not happy. We were not enjoying the caves as much as we should have been. And so that whole policy is ruining your shore excursion, and I highly recommend not doing it. And you don't hear me say that very often. Don't do it. There's other places that allow you to take photos and video and make a much more interesting trip. I would have much more rather done a whole city tour for the whole day or walked around myself in Valencia. The city itself was beautiful. You saw those big fireworks displays being set up, and they were all over the city. I would have loved to get out and see more of those kind of things instead of going to the caves. The caves are gorgeous. I love nature. I love natural wonders like that. But they just ruined my experience, and I'm a little bit bitter. Can you tell I'm a little bit bitter? I am. I don't understand. Dolphins and stuff like that, they tell me, well, the dolphins can get attracted to the cameras. They may attack the camera. They may try and bite it, try and eat it. They can harm themselves. Got it. No problem. Understand completely. This cave, they had no excuse other than trying to take a very crappy picture for $20. Sorry. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Am I right, or am I way out to lunch here? Let me know what you guys think down below. These kind of things annoy me, but maybe I'm just because I film this and this is what I do on my trips. Maybe it annoys me more than it annoys everybody else. So let me know what you think down below. Am I wrong? Am I just going off on a rant for no reason? Or am I right? Just, I'd like to know your opinion. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.